Hey everybody, welcome back to the Dungeon Dive. Daniel here. Alright, we're going to take a little Shadows of Brimstone related interlude and look at some more Weird West fiction. I have added my original Weird West and Western fiction video to the Shadows of Brimstone playlist. Right before I had done that video, I finished The Hawkline Monster, a Gothic Western by Richard Brautigan, and I completely failed to mention it in that video, and I've been kicking myself ever since, waiting for an opportunity to get it on the channel. And so now is a great time, because this is by far the single best Weird West I have ever read. By orders of magnitude, I'm going to say that it is the best written Weird Western I have ever read, because Richard Brautigan, of course, was one of the last of the beat authors. His most famous book is probably Trout Fishing in America. And to be completely honest, up until I read The Hawkline Monster, I had never read Brautigan before. And since reading that, I have purchased as much as I can find, and I'm going to be doing a deep dive into Brautigan, because this book just impressed the hell out of me. It's a fantastic Weird Western. It's bizarre. It's so well written. It's punchy and energetic with just this really kind of jazzy style that is you kind of have to read it to experience it. It's sexy. It's dramatic. It has everything I look for in a well written, well constructed, well plotted piece of fiction. I just want to read this one part that is just so hilarious at the beginning here, and just kind of gives you an example of the kind of writing. And he says, well, there goes $1,000 a piece, Cameron said, and that goddamn trip on that goddamn boat was for nothing. I thought I was going to puke forever, and now I'm going to have to do it all over again with only the change in my pockets. Greer nodded. The voyage from San Francisco to Hawaii had been the most terrifying experience Greer and Cameron had ever gone through, even more terrible than the time they shot a deputy sheriff in Idaho 10 times and he wouldn't die. And Greer finally had to say to the deputy sheriff, "Please die, because we don't want to shoot you again." And the deputy sheriff said, "Okay, I'll die, but don't shoot me again." "We won't shoot you again," Cameron had said. "Okay, I'm dead." And he was. Just, and the book, the chapters are super short. I think there's something like 75 chapters and 200 or so pages. Some of them are as brief as a paragraph. I think the longest is just a couple pages. This book just, it's like a rock and roll book. I mean, it clips along like a punk rock novel, and I cannot recommend this book enough. And also, this was just like so serendipitous, but I believe just this year, an entire Weird Western series has been introduced. Now, I have not read any of these. I've just been buying them as they've come out, because I do have a fear that these are going to not stay in print for too long. So if you are interested in Weird Westerns, I highly recommend you look for these. So this is a series called the Splatter Western series, and there are 8 of them. Now, if you just looked at these covers or saw these covers or presented them to me and told me that this was a Shadows of Brimstone series of books, I would 100% believe you, just based on the covers and what they depict. We even have the meeting of the East and West here, the Cthulhu in the church there, zombies, demons. So these look fantastic. This one is absolutely massive. The last volume, volume 8, is nearly 500 pages, so hopefully it earns that length. But I am not familiar with the authors. They seem to be kind of, underground, weird, bizarro authors. But I'm very much looking forward to beginning this series, probably after I read The Dark Tower. But we have The 13th Coyote by Christopher Triana. We have Red Station by Kinsey Jennings. A Savage Breed by Patrick C. Harrison III. Patrick C. Harrison III I have heard of before. Starving Zoe by C. Derek Miller. The Night Silver River Run Red by Christine Morgan. Dust by Chris Miller. Hunger on the Chisholm Trail by M. Einenbach. And number 1 is The Magpie Coffin by Wiley Young. And these are put out by Death's Head Press. So I just wanted to bring these to your attention. I can't vouch for them. They could end up being absolutely terrible. I have no idea, but I did want to bring them to the attention of viewers of the Dungeon Dive, just in case you were really into Weird Westerns and you wanted to add some books to read to your stack of books to read. So that's it. That's just a really quick video today. I will be back probably a little later this afternoon with a new giveaway. So, all right, guys, well, I hope you're enjoying this extended look into Shadows of Brimstone and the Weird West genre. We will talk to you later. Bye-bye.